If you've been wondering what it would be like to work in crypto and what you need to do to start such work, the answer is actually simple. Nothing special, really. Companies working in project in the so-called blockchain or crypto industry are just regular companies that require the same skills as other company. Generally, projects are carried out in the same way as other projects. Development processes look the same there, marketing uses the same tools and media, product management looks similar. The only thing that's different is the technology. I'm going to debunk a few myths about the mysterious switching to crypto or blockchain and talk about real applications of NFTs and how to use them to build your career. Number one, transitioning into crypto takes a long time and requires a lot of learning. The truth is, if you're a specialist in a certain field in non-blockchain projects, you're still a specialist in blockchain projects. The only thing you sometimes need to do at the beginning of a collaboration is familiarize yourself with the projects and the technologies they use. But in Web2 projects, when you change jobs, you have to familiarize yourself with the specific of a new company. So really, what's the difference? For example, if you're a programmer and you're transitioning from a company that builds an educational platform with multiple integrations to a company that is a forex broker, and you work on a trading platform, you will be dealing with completely different problems. You will need to learn a lot as well. There are normal mechanisms when changing jobs in the market, and Web3 doesn't stand out there. Almost every blockchain-related project needs developers. And I'm not even talking about programmers who work on smart contracts or code directly on the blockchain layer. You don't have to be that kind of programmer. For example, if the project creates a mobile app, they're looking for developers who specialize in mobile applications. If they have a web platform, they're seeking developers proficient in standard web development languages. If the project is creating a game, they're looking for the same developers as any other game project unrelated to blockchain. So, as you can see, you can code many different languages that aren't even connected to blockchain. The only integration might be using a simple ready-made library that you implement just like any other plugin. Indeed, there is a bit more to grasp if you want to work directly on lower layers in languages you're not familiar with. In that case, you will need to learn the appropriate language and understand how the specific protocol works. But is that really a complete career change, and is it as time-consuming as it seems? For example, learning Solidity would take a maximum of a week for an experienced developer, and then you can add smart contract engineer to your CV. When you're a good programmer, the language is just a tool. The situation is no different for positions like project manager or HR manager. You will manage a team in a blockchain project just like in any other project, facing exactly the same problems. The same applies to other roles like customer support, designer, social media support. If you have specific skills, you're a suitable candidate. All these positions require the same skills, regardless of whether the project is related to crypto or not. In summary, it's crucial to clearly define your abilities, understand what a particular company expects, and apply to those companies where your abilities align. Number 2, I need to have experience with crypto to look for a job in crypto. Very often, if not in the majority of cases, working in a crypto project has nothing to do with crypto itself. So it's enough if you're a good specialist in the field you're applying for. Of course, it's cool if you can work with blockchain, but don't think of it as a requirement that will immediately disqualify you. Can you claim an airdrop? Do you use bridges to transfer funds between blockchains? No worries. You can even mention these things in the fun facts or interest sections in your CV. Number 3, in crypto project compensation is often paid in project tokens or stablecoins. Similarly, in the majority of crypto projects, they're just regular companies with defined budgets for hiring. They understand that no one in their right mind would depend on the violate price or tokens for that finances. So you can expect standard form for compensation, normal contracts, even non-monetary benefits that are similar to those in regular companies. A more common practice is to add project tokens as a bonus, incentive, or a reward for referring candidates. It's a cool bonus as long as there is a secondary market for the tokens. A small exception here might be working for decentralized autonomous organizations where you can work completely anonymously. You can receive on-chain compensation in stablecoins or Bitcoin. You probably shouldn't expect any additional non-monetary benefits like insurance. Where to look for a job in the blockchain market? Don't apply to every company on the list. Don't waste your time on future interviews that you already know won't meet your expectations. Before applying, try to do the extensive research about the company or project. Assess whether you truly want to work on the project you're applying to. Compare whether your skills align with what the company is seeking. Join project discords where there are channels dedicated to open recruitment. Look for tabs like career or jobs on websites. That's usually where you will find current job openings. There are dedicated job boards that aggregate job listings related to blockchain projects from the internet. You can browse through advertisements, submit your CV, but make sure that the job boards you use are reliable and that your CV actually reaches the company. There are many job boards that have outdated lists and often don't even send your applications, collecting only your personal data. So treat these types of websites more as a directory to search for companies, and it's always better to apply directly. Go all in on hyper-specialization. The current changes in the job market, the widespread adoption of remote work, and the rise of artificial intelligence are altering the rules of the game. But they also present plenty of opportunities. Weak employers will be replaced by automation, while top-notch specialists will excel in narrower fields and earn increasingly higher salaries. Embracing hyper-specialization in your career path offers you greater competitiveness in the market and the potential for high earnings as well as professional satisfaction because you're working in an area where you excel. Employers are often willing to pay more for experts in specific niche areas because their skills are in higher demand and harder to find. Additionally, by specializing in one or a few topics, you can work for multiple companies or projects at the same time. Create a complete CV. Personally, based on my experience in recruitment, I believe that providing detailed descriptions for each experience point, even if it extends the CV to several pages, gets much more positive responses. It saves time later on, during interviews, when I don't have to spend as much time clarifying what exactly was done. If you have any included information in your CV that demonstrates your basic understanding of blockchain from a user's perspective, it's always an advantage, albeit a small one, but still something. Learn and obtain certifications that validate your skills. Nothing adds credibility to your profile like including certifications that directly confirm your abilities. For programmers, that is quite straightforward, as there are numerous tools available for such certifications. However, for non-programmers, you can include certificates from completing specific courses that you believe may be relevant to the position you're applying for. Join communities and strengthen your networking. Web3 projects often have strong communities built around them, comprising individuals who closely follow project developments and actively contribute to their growth. By joining such communities, you can gain much more insight into the project than what a website can provide. You will often learn about ongoing challenges and requirements. Actively engaging in these communities allows you to have direct conversations with project owners, helping you build your credibility, which can be beneficial when applying for specific positions. thank you for today. The continuation will be in the next video. See you there.